paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 21st-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Indiana's offense will come out first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoff.
Coach Signetti has just galvanized this entire program, and all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road, going to the transfer portal again, not having the new coach with the connection to JMU, this Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong.
Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going up top again. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
On the run, it's Hemby. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to bull his way in. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And they tacked on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hemby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. QB draw. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Williams.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Pulls and fired complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Big fella moving. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got the first down himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Williams will pass. Under fire. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without... Touchdown, Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On target to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Indiana!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. This time it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And after the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, this offense faces 3rd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. They booted away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on 1st down. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And it's slipped out! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Kennesaw State right back to work. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Cooper. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. 2nd down coming up. On the move, it's Hemby. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass it. Gets rid of it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
To the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Back's got it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The catch in the middle, it's Rodgers.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Williams looking for a man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure...
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Safe completion on the screen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback's got the first. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Indiana.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Offense in an empty set. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Williams looking for a man. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Crosses to 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Stumbled to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Williams will pass. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Here's the return. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.